Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Friday. Happy Friday, January 9th of 2026. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. I have 3:21 in the PM. There has been a video floating around, a historic video for that matter, in relation to the late prophet Clement. Many people believe he's a prophet. I did a few videos on him on my last channel. And you guys can put in the comment section the different prophecies that you're aware of that he's had. And I'm sure at that point it would jog my memory. But this came across my feed. And I wanted to go into this because here is yet another one. A prophecy that he gave about the freeing of Venezuela. You heard me, the freeing of Venezuela. Now, I put it up against the 5 C's, of course. Welcome new subscribers. I have a special gift the Lord has bestowed upon me for these days. Yes, such a time as this. Of clues, codes, colors that comprehend time of conclusion. Now, I am not recommending Clement. Again, I have spoken in relation to his prophecies before. But this one here, I tell you, this one here in relation to some information that just trickled in my imagination, you will see that there is something going on in our realm in relation to the powers. So let's go through this thing methodically, okay? Now, here we go. Check it out.
No way, it's my son's hot teacher. Hey, Miss France.
Okay, so here we go. Let's go here.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Say, enough is enough!
Enough is enough!
Keep your eye on the south of America. Keep your eye on the south of America.
Multiple explosions and low-flying aircraft were seen in Caracas in the early hours of Saturday morning. Maduro's government immediately accused the US of an imperialist attack on civilian and military installations. US President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that Maduro had been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. He added that the operation was done in conjunction with US law enforcement. The apparent attack itself lasted less than 30 minutes. Trump said in his social media post that the strike was carried out successfully.
Young Hispanics shall suddenly rise up, for they shall say, look, the Lord has delivered us from wicked leader in Venezuela. And God says, look how I take these young people, and a new music arise.
Thanks to President Trump and the military of the United States of America, because thanks to them and to the power of them, we are free. Viva Venezuela Libre.
Me and my dad cried 3 times in my life. His dad died, Fidel died, and today. And I think it is just, it's the time to be here. It's the story.
A band of young people from Syria, Iran, and Afghanistan shall defy the beast of the East. They shall defy Islam. And they shall say, we will not be bashed down to a God that is dead.
Now, are you guys familiar with this here? Of course, it's new to me, but like I said, there's something to see here. Now, this was April 14th of 2012. Yep, April 14th of 2012. You know, I didn't look at the numbers on this thing in terms of April 12th. Let's look on this right quick. April 12th is what number day of the year on the Gregorian calendar? It's the 102nd day of the year. Okay. Now, He's saying enough is enough. As soon as I heard about it, I thought about Hulk Hogan. Did you? Hulk Hogan. Remember, Hulk Hogan was at the Republican National Convention. And I was there for a day when I covered that story. I covered the Democratic National Convention here in Chicago, and also I was out at the Republican National Convention in Wisconsin. So this particular appearance by Hulk Hogan was on a Thursday, July 18th, 2024. And he ripped his shirt. And enough is enough. Let's look at that.
You know, when I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
That was that moment, wasn't it? Now, that day was July 18th of 2024. Clement prophesied Venezuela on 4/14 of 2012. The difference, hold your breath, is 4,479 days in between. 44, Barack Obama was the 44th president, and Trump is 79 years old. How deep is that? How deep is that? Is that coincidence? Barack Obama, Trump, enough is enough? Come on, man. It's been a while since I said it. Come on, man. Now look at this here. 4/14/2012, Clement'S Prophecy. January 3rd, 2026 is the day that they liberated Venezuela. Maduro was arrested. The difference is 13 years and 264. 13 and 264. Let's break that down. Well, Rhode Island is the 13th state in America. And it became part of the United States on May 29th, 1790. What is May 29th? I featured this the other day. May 29th, that's JFK. Unfortunately, he was taken out, remember? Are they doing another future pass through this? Enough is enough? You get rid of one system and bring in another? Will Trump be unalived? Enough is enough? Okay. Now, let's look at this. The 264th day of the year is 9/21. Where am I getting that from? 9/21. The 264 is 9/21. The 264 is in here. So let's break it down. 9/21. Take that from January 3rd, 2026, when Venezuela was liberated. Enough is enough. The difference is 3:16. When you think 3:16, you think about the Gospels. John 3:16. Jesus' sacrifice. It also come out to 3:13. That's when Pope Francis became the Pope on 3/13 of 2013. Are these coincidences, people? Enough is enough? Because in the Antichrist system, there's going to be a new kingdom, a new political, a new economic, a new religious system. Enough is enough. Does it mean something else? Now look, 11/5 of 2024, that's when Trump was elected. 4/14/2012, that's when Clement prophesied Venezuela being free. The difference is 45/88. Wow. 45 is Trump, and everybody knows by now that Trump's text number is 88022, along with he erected 2 flagpoles this summer that were 88 feet tall. Enough is enough. Man, it's deep, ain't it? Now look, that's his birthday. Take June 14, 2013, Trump's birthday that year, June 14, 2023, from the Clement Prophecy date of 4/14/2012, the difference is 185. What is 185? That's America's Liberation Day. And Clement, being that he prophesied in relation to this date, that's Venezuela's liberation. Enough is enough. Now look, here's your receipts. 2026 United States strikes Venezuela. And what date? January 3rd. January 3rd, 2026. Now let's go forward. Clement. He was born 9/30/1956. He died November 23rd, 2016. Now let me show you how bizarre this is. Clement. He died November 23rd, 2016, November 23rd. Now, let me show you a tie-in to this, November 23rd. Look at that. Nicolas Maduro. Did you get the shivers on that one? I know that's crazy, right? Pearson, you mean to tell me that Clement, who prophesied about the freedom of Venezuela in the future, he died on the birthday of the president of Maduro, future past? That's what I'm telling you. November 23rd, 1962 is Maduro's birthday. And here's Clement's death date, November 23rd. Isn't that something? Now let's look at this thing. It's deep, y'all. 9/30/2026 is the anniversary of the birth of Clement. 1/3/2026 is Venezuela's Liberation Day. The difference is 8 months, 4 weeks. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. I believe he's the Antichrist. See, because Trump is the setup man. I haven't said it in a while, people, but Trump is the setup man. 1/3/2026, that is the day that Venezuela was liberated. 11/23/2026 is the anniversary of the death of Clement and the anniversary of the birthday of Maduro. The difference is 3/24. What is 3/24? The 324th day of the year is November 20th. Who was born November 20th? Is it pointing to Joe Biden in the future? Is it trying to tell us something? Also, not only is it 3/24, look, people, it comes out to 10 months and 20 days, like October 20th. It also comes out to 46 weeks. Well, Joe Biden was the 46th president. And a month ago, we just buried the 46th vice president, Dick Cheney. So 46 weeks and 2 days. I guess one for Biden and one for Dick Cheney. But let's go back to the 10/20. What is 10/20? Well, we also have Kamala Harris, who I said is coming back, believe it or not. 10/20. Now, I already pointed this out, that he's got the same birth, his birth date is the same as the death date as Clement, who prophesied Venezuela's freedom. 11/23/2012 We use that as an anniversary date. Subtracted from the date that Clement, 4/14/2012, the date he literally said Venezuela will be free in the future. The difference is 7 months and 9 days. What is 79? Trump is 79 years old. People, let me tell you guys something. There is nowhere in the world this could be an accident. Do you understand? This has got to be made in the spirit realm. This has got to be AI technology, or this has got to be God's providence. I'll let you decide. Like I said, I am not saying that Clement is working for somebody or not working for someone. I've done videos on him before, but it's been a while. What I am saying is that this could not be a coincidence. These dates have to be fixed. Something had to happen for this to happen just right like this. You understand? I've been telling you guys that I believe the powers have a time machine. They can go future past. That's what they do. 79, that's Trump's birthday, okay? He's 79 years old. Now, look at this. Venezuela became independent July 5th, 1811. Check July 5th, 2012. I matched that year up with the day that Clement did the prophecy on 4/14/2012. The difference is 11/5. Trump was elected on 11/5. Isn't that something? So Trump is instrumental, no doubt, in the liberation of Venezuela. But there are some other things which are being suggested here through these numbers. 4479, Barack Obama. He's coming. The 44th president is coming back. 79, Trump. He's the one setting everything up. We got a few more countries / nations to go. And then it looks like everything will be done in terms of conquering. Everybody has to fit under the one world system, the NWO. And Trump is setting everything up for him. It's nowhere in the world that Hulk Hogan came out and said enough is enough. And this stuff couldn't have been scripted, in my humble opinion. It had to be scripted. Because when you put it together, the numbers, 4479, it's right there, baby. Hulk Hogan date, he said it at the RNC versus the date at Clement. No way. This has got to be, on the 13th, 13 is Rhode Island. You remember Rhode Island is May 29th when we became a part of the United States. May 29th is JFK's birthday. 264 speaks for itself as well. 264th day of the year is 9/21. 9/21 from the day they were liberated, Venezuela, is 3/16. There's a sacrifice coming. There's no way in the world these numbers can just pop up like this. Something is going on. 4588. There's no way. Tell me what you think, people. I've been saying this for a while. That's why I am telling you there's no way you're going to make me believe that when our government sent Trump's uncle, the professor of MIT, to the apartment in New York for Nikola Tesla, it's been reported that they didn't find anything on this time travel. I do not believe that. I believe they are in and out of portals. They have this information, allegedly, and they're using it. And they know the people who are going to be born. They can see the future. This is what I believe is this forbidden tree, in part, of good and evil. God said, don't touch that. You can have everything else. Don't touch this. Satan wanted to be like the Most High. He knew what was part and the characteristics of that tree in the garden. He knew it. And yes, it has a lot to do with sin, but that's just not the whole part, as far as I'm concerned. The tree of the knowledge, I taught this last week, of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, is that it is a knowledge. It is a forbidden fruit. It is a AI technology on steroids. It's what you're seeing now. That's why when you go on social media, every time you turn around, there's a new app, a new thing, push a button, ask Siri this, ask Siri that. That's your God now. This is the generation which has become dependent upon this AI forbidden fruit, which is going to, in my humble opinion, is going to change the Bible. So keep your old dusty Bibles, keep them, because this AI is going to change everything. I believe with all my heart, if we're here this long. But I'm telling you people, it's time to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. Tell me what you think about this April 13th, 2020.